Hey there, it's Stephanie Elise, also known as H-Town Girl Around the World. I am here to share a brief reflection post for today. Bear with me. I have my notes here so that I do not miss any thoughts that I wanted to share. And without further ado, let's get started. So the reflection statement for today is, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And so when I initially read that statement, my immediate thoughts of reflection surrounding that were regarding boundaries. Setting boundaries, and how setting boundaries is something that we do for ourselves. I think that often the concept of setting boundaries can get misconstrued, and that it becomes this thing that we do for others. This person is not honoring my boundaries. They're not, they don't understand my boundary. They are overstepping my boundary. And honestly, setting boundaries is something that you do for yourself, to honor yourself, to protect yourself, your time, your energy, what you choose to focus on, right? Because what we focus on is what we manifest and create more of in our lives. So it gets to a point where you've kind of got to take self-accountability and really go within and think about if you are investing your time, energy, focus in a way that the return on the investment of those things is of value to you. So it's not about anybody else. It's what you do for yourself. So an idea that I would like to share in regards to setting boundaries, it's a tangible step, and it's been crucial for me in how I look at setting boundaries for myself. And it's the concept of value-based spending. And when an associate of mine initially introduced me to this concept, we were speaking in terms of finance and determining what's of value when you're spending as it pertains to finances. But after I reflected on it a bit more and let it marinate, and I thought about it a little longer, I realized, wait a minute, I kind of like this value-based spending idea here. So I started to apply it to everything. And when I say everything, y'all, I'm from Texas, so yes, I say y'all, okay? But y'all, I apply the concept of value-based spending to each and every area of my life. My education, my personal life, business, partnerships, friendships, I don't care what it is, my children. I apply the concept of value-based spending to everything. And for me, it's been a very crucial tool to use in the regard of setting boundaries. It has really made it very clear for me in terms of where I place my energy, right? Because where I place my energy creates my reality. And it also made it very clear to me that what I focus on is what I will continue to create, grow, manifest, get more of in my life. And so I wanted to share this concept because it's something that is very simple, yet it was so profound to me, and it's something that I just can't keep to myself. Like, the world should know about value-based spending. So there's that. And then also just wanting to also share a moment of transparency. I don't know about anyone else, but the way that I was raised, not only like one being a woman, I think that women are taught to sort of self-sacrifice in a way that is much different from men. And that's just been the 100% reality for me. And two, we live in a society that tells us every day that we need to be grinding, overcompensating, overgiving, because everything is transactional. And so having had that conditioning, not only being raised like that, but also, just the world around me, I found myself in the past investing my energy and my focus and, overdoing it in such a way that I was spreading myself so thin that I was sacrificing my own comfort and peace and taking on others, the responsibility for other people's emotions and picking up the slack because they weren't able to carry their own weight, and overall bearing crosses that were not mine to be picking up and putting on my back and carrying to begin with. Period, point blank. Like, that's that. So not only was I doing the most, overgiving, overcompensating, taking on pretty much everything, wearing my invisible superhero cape, right? Because that's the way I was raised, and that's what society tells us to do. And so, in thinking about that in terms of value-based spending, I realized that I was investing my time, energy, focus into others in such a way that I lacked boundaries. You can't be upset with somebody else for overstepping a boundary when you haven't set a boundary for yourself to begin with. Recognizing that, I have the capacity to invest emotionally, financially, energetically, mentally, you name it. And I can invest this much, but not more, because at some point you have to really take stock of if the return on investment is of value. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say and share. I was trying to think if I wanted to say something else, but I want to respect and honor the fact of not having this video be crazy long as well. But I just wanted to share that concept. Value-based spending and setting boundaries is something that we do for self. And I don't care if you are an entrepreneur, a student, a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, the CEO of your own life, whatever it is that you're doing, value-based spending can be utilized and applied in your life. Your energy creates your reality. What you focus on is what will continue to grow, evolve, manifest. It is what you will create more of in your life. So if you don't like the way that it looks, take some time to reflect. Value-based spending. Okay, that's the reflection for today. Stephanie Elise, also known as H-Town Girl Around the World. Until next time, take care.